Ranger Nation? It's your boy JB, and I'm here with a new video.
The storm may contain 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail.
7:30.
Locations impacted by this warning would include
Collin County,
Dallas,
Denton,
McKinney, Carrollton Farmers Branch,
God.
Frisco, Louisville, Grapevine, Coppell, the Colony, and Farmers Branch. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for southeast.
That is all far north Dallas.
Western Collin County and northwestern Dallas County until 7:30. A severe thunderstorm located near Frisco, moving south-southwest at 30 miles per hour. All North Texas stations affected by this alert are requested to relay the preceding message.
There's the thunder. Okay. Sorry about that. So I am here with an extra special video today. Shout out to my boy Tony. He suggested that I talk about my favorite morphers, which, Tony, funny enough, you mentioned that. I have a long list of stuff that I want to talk about on this channel with Power Rangers, and I forgot it was on my list. The other one that you asked me about, the Arsenal, I will do that one, but we also have to remember, like, in certain Ranger seasons, some of the Arsenal that they had was just there for, aesthetics, that they never really used them. Like, the Zeo Rangers, when they had those Zeo laser pistols, and those what those swords on the side of them. They had those two weapons on the side of them. They really used those. They always use the autos, but yeah, like the Zeo laser pistols, those weren't really used a lot. But we'll definitely do it. I'll definitely get around to doing the Arsenal, because that is interesting. What season's Arsenal do I like? And then you also Arsenal, also when it comes to Arsenal, do you mean like the weapons on, like the weapons in the belts, the weapons, or like the actual, like the power blaster, stuff like that? You know what? I just answered my own question. That's what we'll do. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go season by season, and just the side weapons and the actual main weapons that they combine together. So I'll do that. That's what we'll do. Haha, gotcha. But thank you for always being in the comments, talking to me, telling me stuff that you would like to see. And like I said, the morphers, I literally have that in my list. And I also have an extra special one that I'm going to do next year in February for Black History Month. I'm going to do 2 videos for Black History Month when it comes to the African American Rangers. I'm going to do 2 videos in February for those. I'm rambling. But without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to talk about the morphers that I liked and the morphers that I don't really like that much. So what I had to do was I had to compile a list of all the morphers, and I wrote them on a notepad in my old phone. So we're just going to go down the list of we're going to try to start with the ones that I least like and just go trickle on down. So stick around, and you guys can tell me what you're like. You can put in the comments like favorite, and if you have a lot of them, I don't care. Like you can keep going in the comments, and if you don't want to even put them in the comments, like in my description bar, if you guys ever notice in the description bar, look down below. I actually put my social media, like my Twitter account. I put my Twitter, my Instagram account, and my Snapchat account, and I also put my email for my YouTube page. Like I check my YouTube email every day, so if you guys ever want to email me anything, like email that email is there for a reason. Like I put all my information down there for a reason, for you guys to find me on social media, find me on email me. Utilize it. I'm putting it there for a reason, guys. Utilize it. It's okay. I'm not going to, like, I should have a subscriber who he does talk to me on Facebook, although I don't use Facebook, but he talks to me on Facebook and we communicate all the time. So yeah, you guys, if you see me on social media, follow, DM, whatever. I don't care. I'm cool. Like, do it. It's okay. For real. It's okay. All right. So enough of that rambling. Let's get to what I'm here for. My favorite and least favorite morphers. I can tell you right off the bat what my least favorite morpher is. and it is going to be the Gosei Morpher. Why, might you ask, do I hate the Gosei Morpher? And it's the reason that I don't like the Gosei Morpher per se is because of how big and how clunky it is. That's all it is with that Morpher. When I first saw that Morpher, because when Megaforce came out, I was like, okay, I kind of want to buy Power Ranger toys. But then I saw that Morpher, I was like, oh hell no, there is no way in hell I'm buying that toy. Like, that shit is too big. I don't like anything that's super huge. Like, and when I saw that Morpher, I'm like, it's a wrap. I'm not buying it. It's too big. And then, but I did like the cards, how they would open it and put them cards in there, and they would slam it down. That was about it. But other than that, that Morpher was the worst Morpher in my personal opinion. And I know our Morphers are based off of Sentai, but that Morpher was god awful. I hated it. Hated it. So the next one on the list, and these are all about to follow a theme. These are about to literally follow a theme. The Samuraizer. I did not like the Samuraizer one bit. There are multiple reasons why I didn't like the Samuraizer. I would have preferred it if it was like the Sentai version of it, where it folded and they did the writing of the symbols. But even still, I didn't like it, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I didn't like it. Because I think with Sentai and with Sentai and Power Rangers, we have oversaturated, watered down the use of cell phones as morphers. It's just, at this point, I never want to see another cell phone morpher. Like, I'm so over it. I've had enough of it. So the Samuraizer, the Samurai Gold Morpher, that follows it, because again, it is a cell phone. And then also with Samurai, the fact that they wrote their symbols with the phone, like, so you can write a symbol with a phone. But okay, I guess if that's what they want to say. So the Samurai Morpher and the Gold Samurai Morpher, hated them. What else? Well, I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. The Mystic Morpher. I like the Mystic Morpher because they could open it, and it was like it was like their wand. They could do that. But again, it was another cell phone, and by that point I was over cell phones. Like, it was cool with the growl phone, but then we kept getting more and more of them, and I'm just like, okay, why do we keep getting cell phones as morphers? Like, no. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to add the Cell Shift Morpher from RPM. And RPM is one of my favorite seasons of all time. But when I saw that Morpher, I'm like, okay. Now, the difference between that Morpher and the Samuraizer and the Mystic Morpher, I think the difference for that one was the fact that they took the engine cell Morpher. Was it the engine cell? Was that Morpher called the engine cell Morpher? Whatever the Morpher was called. I like the fact that they could open it, put that thing in there, close it. RPM, get in gear. I did like that. That was the only thing about it that I liked. Other than that, it was just another cell phone that I could have done without. Like, if you guys, like I said, it's a trend. I hate this. So with the cell phone morphers, I just don't like them. Now you guys notice that I didn't put the ground phone on there, because the ground phone is something that I did like, because it was original with the cell phones, and it came at the height of the cell phone era in the 2000s. So we're gonna just keep it pushing with that. So we've knocked off the so far we have knocked off the Gosei Morpher, we've knocked off the Samuraizer, the Gold Samurai Morpher, the engines, the RPM Morpher, and also the Mystic Morpher. So we're just gonna keep going. Okay, next, you guys, honestly, I hate the Turbo Morpher. Gotta be honest with you. Absolutely hate the Turbo Morpher. And the reason why I hate that Morpher is because it was stupid. It was pure stupid. Shifting the turbo. And they always missed it. Like, that's why I hate them. That is only reason why I hate that Morpher is because they always miss the keyhole. Like, if there's one episode, and I think it's Forever Red, if you look at TJ went all the way somewhere else. But even in the season, they missed it a lot of times. So that Morpher, I absolutely hate that Morpher. Actually, you know what? Cell phone Morpher, the ground phone wasn't the first one. It was a Digimorpher from Zane. But I like the Digimorpher and I like the ground phone. So we're not gonna even. So they are going to come later. I hated Tyzon's Morpher. I hated Tyzon Overdrive Tracker Morpher. I hated that Morpher. It was aesthetically, it wasn't pleasing to look at for my eyes. I hated that Morpher. This list is really hard. Jesus. Because now I've gotten to Morphers that I really love. So I just got to figure out how to place them. What's next? The legendary Morpher. I forgot that the legendary Morpher technically looked like a cell phone. I like the legendary Morpher, but I hate, but I like the legendary Morpher. I know that's a contradiction, but I liked it because of the fact that it was a ranger changer. It allowed them to change into different rangers. But again, I hated the fact that it was big, clunky. It didn't fold. Like, how did they hide their Morphers? Where did they keep their Morphers? Like, really? So yeah, I don't like the legendary Morpher. Absolutely hate the legendary Morpher. This list is getting increasingly hard as I go. Cause like I like the Power Rangers Morphers. Okay, so we've done that one. So we've done the Samuraizer. We've done the Samuraizer. We've done the Samurai Morpher. The Robo Morpher. I hated that Morpher. It was stupid. I don't even have a reason for not liking it. I just don't. You know what? I didn't 100% like the Ninja Battle Morpher. That Morpher actually doesn't make a lot of sense to me. To this day, that Morpher still makes zero sense to me. And I know that with the Sentai footage, like with Levi's Morpher, his was a burger Morpher in Japan. But I'm actually kind of glad that they did not do the burger Morpher. I know a lot of fans wanted the burger Morpher. However, I was cool with it. But again, the Ninja Battle Morpher was kind of big and kind of clunky again. So if you guys kind of notice, I don't like big and clunky Morphers. So that one was okay, but it wasn't the best. What else? This is so freaking hard, man. Like, okay, so at this point, I think we've gotten away from the ones that I don't like. I think at this point now we're just moving to the ones that I like and how to place them, because everything else left on this list I really like. So we're just gonna keep it pushing, okay? All right, so I love the Beast X Morpher, and I love that they made it a gimmick with the keys. I absolutely love that Morpher. I still need to get my Beast X Morpher. What next? So when it comes to Dino Charge, I love the Dino Charge Morphers because they were not wrist, and they weren't something that you like technically held in your hand. They were their weapons. So I love the fact that, you know, it was their blaster, and it just, you know, they just use it. Unleash the beast. Nope, that's wrong shit. Wrong. Unleash the power. How did I say unleash the beast? I guess I really miss Beast Morphers, and I'm thinking about Beast Morphers. But yeah, I loved the Dino Charge Rangers Morpher. Absolutely a favorite of mine. What else? Ooh, I'm gonna say that one. I love the solar cell Morpher that Daggeron had. You know, he would cut the little hole in his he was it was like a hole. It was a hole puncher basically, and it would punch the hole and just in the card, and he would morph. Like, that was a badass morpher. Honestly, I like the overdrive tracker, and I love I was mad at myself that I did not buy the overdrive tracker in 2007 when I was in high school. Like, I was so mad at myself when I saw the season. I'm like, oh man, I love that morpher. I love the wolf morpher, and I love the rhino morpher. And I love with the rhino morpher that it was on, he had the little thing on his wrist and he would touch it and it would in this shit. Like, I loved the rhino morpher. Excuse me, y'all. My phone just closed on me. What else is there? Where do we want to go now? We've done so I also love the Rev morpher, which was Ziggy and Dylan's morpher. RPM. Get in gear. That episode when Dylan morphed for the first time. I cannot do theirs. I love theirs, and I love the Sky morpher that Jim and Gemma had. Love their morpher. Fantastic morpher. Wish I got that one too. Wish I got Dylan's and Ziggy's morpher and Jim and Gemma's morpher. I would have loved those. I do remember seeing the original Three Rangers morpher in the store when it came out. But again, I didn't like it because, again, it was a cell phone. And I'm like, I'm not a kid. I actually have a cell phone, so I don't need another cell phone added to my repertoire. So, man, I was just mad at myself for that one. So we've done all of them. We've done Missing Morpher. Okay, so now, like I said, this list is just getting a little bit harder for me because the morphers now I really, really like. I guess I have to put the Power Morpher on here. I know a lot of people will be like, that's the original Morpher. Yes, it's the original Morpher. But it was basic. Very, very basic. It was just, it wasn't much. And then too, the Rangers always lost their power coins. Like, that Morpher was plagued with so many issues. Like, yeah, not the best Morpher. Next, I'm going to say the Zeonizer. I don't have a big reason why I put the Zeonizer right here. I just didn't know where to put the Zeonizer. It's not a favorite of mine, even though I do have a Zeonizer. And with the Zeonizer, I think the biggest thing for me with the Zeonizer, like I said, because I have one, the biggest thing was, it was a wrist morpher and it was on both wrists. And when you wear that thing on both wrists, your wrist starts to sweat at a certain point. Like, my wrist would be so sweaty every time I would wear that morpher, because I would always wear the morpher when they would. Me as a Ranger fan with my morphers, every time the Rangers morph, I morph. So with Zeo, when they say it's morphin' time, you guys remember that one episode where Tanya just said it's morphin' time, put her hands behind her back? I'm like, you don't have a power morpher. Like, you don't have a power morpher, so why'd you put your hands behind your back? But I digress. But every time they would morph, I would do, it's morphin' time, and they go, doo-doo-doo. I would do it right with them. And like I said, I still have my Zeonizer. It is broke, unfortunately. Poor. I don't even know how that damn thing broke. I really don't. But I know it broke. You guys heard the thunder. Next on the list is the Rescue Morpher. The Rescue Morpher, I'm not fond of that Morpher. It's actually really ugly, to be kind of honest with you. But it kind of gave me, with the Rescue Morpher, it kind of gave me a little bit of a vibe of the Astro Morpher. And I think that's why, as a kid, I loved the Rescue Morpher, because it kind of gives you a Astro Morpher feel. So I guess that's why I fell in love with it as a kid. But looking at it now to this day, it's not the best looking Morpher. But I love I love the fact that, it just, you just hit it and it opens and it just, whoosh. And then the toy, the toy, like with the Sentai counterpart, you could press the Ranger and he would light up and stuff. and you could press the Megazord and it would light up. So I like that one. What else? So I've done the Solar Cell Morpher, the Overdrive Tracker. I have not done that one yet. So we've done the Wolf Morpher, the Rhino Morpher, Cell Shift, Rev Morpher, Sky Morpher, Samurai Morpher. Oh, for Antonio, Gosei, Robo Knight, the Legendary Morpher, Dino Charge, Gold. So I didn't say the Gold Terra and the Tano Morpher, but those are also included with the Dino Charge as well. So actually now it looks like we are in the earlier seasons, with the exception of Jungle Fury. So next on the list, I'm going to put the ground phone, I guess. I like the ground phone, but the ground phone is kind of complex. Like, if you guys have the toy, and that's another thing with the ground phone, his legs, the Morpher's legs, it was flimsy. It broke. Like, I still have the leg. One of the legs broke off, and you know, when you try to morph that thing into at least a humanoid, it was complex. So yeah, not my favorite. Actually, that should have been the least favorite. But I did the ground phone because as a kid, it made me feel like, hey, I have a cell phone too. Like, because my mom had, that was, like I said, the height of the cell phone when it started getting, popular. And my mom had a cell phone. I'm like, oh, mommy, I got a cell phone like you. She's like, yep, you do. I'm like, I got a cell phone like you. Which I think in 2003, I was 13. When this show came on, or was it 2002? It was 2002. So I was 12. I think I was 12 when, yeah. So the ground phone and the lunar collar, those two are tied together. Next, I don't know. When it comes down to it, I love the Wind Morpher, but ideally it wasn't like 100% my favorite. And then the Thunder Morpher, I love the Thunder Morphers. Oh my God, love the Thunder Morphers. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I love the Thunder Morphers. Because the Thunder Morphers looked like, if you guys watched Beetleborgs back in the 90s, it looked like the Beetle Bonders to me. And so that's why I love their Morpher. I love I liked the Samurai Cyclone Morpher. I did like that Morpher. I love the Thundersaurus Morpher. I showed you guys my box last week. Love the Thundersaurus. I love the Brachio Morpher. My brother actually had so I had the Thundersaurus Morpher and my brother had the Brachio Morpher. Which, who the fuck bought it for me? Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but yes, I did. Who bought? Was it my birth mother? Was it my mama? My actual mom? I think my mom bought me my mom bought me the Thundersaurus Morpher, and my birth mother brought my brother the Brachio Morpher. I think that's how it worked. Because my birth mother ain't really bought me nothing ever in my life. But a TV and a DVD player and a DVD and some pants. And I'm almost 30. But I digress. I like the Drago Morpher. Now, this is where, so you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I like the Omega. We're gonna keep going. Because now I'm getting to the ones that I really, really love. The Digimorpher, that was Zane's. I like that Morpher. The Titanium Morpher, I did like it. The Quantum Morpher, I have my Quantum Morpher. I like it, but it could have been better, I guess you could say. So, you guys, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the Morphers that I really, truly like. So, let's get into them. So, stick around and we're just going to talk about them. Because I have to kind of figure them out myself. But let's get into it. All right, you guys. So, now for the ones that I really, really did like. I love the Solo Morpher from Jungle Fury. I love the fact that the Morphers were sunglasses. Like, that was original. Man, I know a lot of people were upset about the fact that the Morphers were sunglasses instead of what the Morphers were in Japan. I was cool with it. I beat myself up for not buying it, but it is what it is. Next, the Delta Morphers. I love the Delta Morphers. Original, again, and the Omega Morpher, I loved it. You know, when Sam would, you know, pull it out and just crank it and then put it back, amazing. So I love that Morpher as well. Where are we at now? The Chrono Morpher. Chrono Morpher, oh my God. Love the Chrono Morpher. I still have my Chrono Morpher. So the Chrono Morpher, I love the fact that, you know, they could talk to each other and they could see each other in the Morpher. I'm like, that is badass. Badass. Where are we now? So I think we are down to like the last two. Yeah, we are. We are down to the last two. And these two are in no particular order. The Astromorpher and the Transmorpher. No particular order with those two. You guys should know that I love Power Rangers in Space and Lost Galaxy. Of course, Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed and Lost Galaxy and In Space Morphers are going to top the list of my favorites. Of course. So that is my list. Let me know what you guys like and dislike, and we'll just have a discussion in the comment section below. So remember to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later.